now enter into the next session. This is a glimpses of the glorious past on 3rd April. So in this segment, we go through the contributions of Supreme Pandava of Hinduism throughout the years on 3rd April. On 3rd April 2004, the Supreme Pandava of Hinduism delivered a discourse, Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, on the topic of Manipura Chakra, one of the 7 energy centers in the body. Supreme Pandava of Hinduism explained how worry and fear sit within this chakra and how it can cause disturbance to us and cause us to become trapped in even more worries. Supreme Pandava of Hinduism further shared why we must remove ourselves from this space and create habits that cause us joy. As a part of the World Tour in 2004, Supreme Pandava of Hinduism visited several countries in an effort to radiate enlightenment, give the experience of enlightenment to people, and revive the enlightened civilization.
Nithyananda Paramashivoham Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
Chronic fatigue,
fadiga crônica,
all skin diseases,
todas as doenças de pele,
all body pains,
todas as dores de corpo,
feeling unrooted or discomfortable with body,
sentindo-se desconfortável, sem raízes com seu corpo. For people who have pain during periods, like a lot of colic, cramps, is it also advisable?
yes, this meditation technique will help.
Sim, essa técnica de meditação ajuda.
Your hatred towards your Muladhara only makes your Muladhara more painful.
O seu ódio em relação ao seu Muladhara só faz o seu Muladhara se tornar mais doloroso.
You make your Muladhara too tight,
Você faz o seu Muladhara ficar muito apertado.
you are too tensed.
Você fica muito tenso. Why are you angry against the Muladhara?
Because first thing, you expect something about the other. If he is not fulfilling, then anger turns towards your own Muladhara, because the Muladhara is the inspiration to expect from the other.
Primeiro, porque você espera alguma coisa do outro, quando essa expectativa não é satisfeita, então você fica zangado com o seu próprio Muladhara, porque a expectativa está do Muladhara.
So the association, if you have taken some food cooked by one of your friend, when your relationship breaks with that friend, you start hating that food also.
Então, se você é uma forma de associação, se você come uma comida específica sempre de um amigo seu que cozinha para você, quando você termina aquele relacionamento, você passa a odiar aquele prato também.
The same way, if your expectation is not fulfilled by the other person, you start hating the total sex itself and Muladhara itself.
Da mesma maneira, se suas expectativas não são satisfeitas pela próxima pessoa, você começa a odiar o próprio sexo e o seu próprio Muladhara. She wants to know if you have an artistic consciousness or conscience. Does that also contribute to this problem with the Muladhara?
No, artistic conscience heals your Muladhara. It creates only visualization, never imagination.
Não, consciência artística cura o seu Muladhara. Ele só cria visualização e nunca imaginação.
Real artist will be less sexual.
Artista verdadeiro é pouco sexual.
So real artist will be more sensual and not sexual.
O verdadeiro artista é mais sensual, não sexual.
The big difference is there. With imagination, it's a sexual. With visualization, it is a sensual.
A grande diferença está ali. Com a imaginação é sexual e com a visualização é sensual.
Let us do the meditation part.
Vamos fazer a parte agora de meditação.
I think you can call him. All of you can sit.
Todos podem se sentar.
Please listen the instruction.
Os outros, por favor, escutem as instruções.
It's a 30 minutes meditation, 10 minutes. First 10 minutes, chaotic deep breathing.
Os primeiros 10 minutos, respiração profunda e caótica.
Second 10 minutes, tense your whole body. You should tremble.
Nos seus próximos 10 minutos, você tem que tensionar o seu corpo completamente. Você tem que tremer.
Third 10 minutes, sit silently and chant Omkara mantra.
E nos últimos 10 minutos, sente em silêncio e cante o mantra de Omkara. H-O-O.
Second moment's breathing normal.
No segundo momento, a respiração é normal.
Second, just tense your whole body. You should tremble.
No segundo momento, você tensiona o seu corpo completamente, ele tem que tremer.
Third, just sit silently and chant.
E finalmente, na terceira parte, sente em silêncio e cante
As loudly as possible.
o mais alto possível,
By exhaling your air through your mouth.
exalando o ar através da sua boca.
We shall start.
Podemos começar?
Do it only as much as possible.
Faça somente quando você conseguir.
Don't exert too much.
Não se esforce demasiadamente.
Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
On 3rd April 2005, the Supreme Founder of Hinduism, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam, conducted a 2-day workshop called Nithyananda Swarna Program on 2nd and 3rd April 2005 in Seattle. The participants experienced and shared many deep and fulfilling spiritual experiences. And on this convention, we can literally see Supreme Founder of Hinduism participating, along with his devotees in the kirtans and the various other enriching activities. Following are some pictures taken during the 2nd day of the program. On 3rd April 2006, the Supreme Founder of Hinduism, who was on the world tour visiting different cities in the USA, spent some time in the Duarte Arena with all the devotees and disciples who were gathered to be at his feet, giving them his darshan and blessings and healing through the special Sarva Darshan that Supreme Founder of Hinduism conducted later that day. Furthermore, the minister and ambassador of Kailasa had the rarest of occasions to receive prasadam straight from the hands of the Paramavatar of Paramashivoham, the Supreme Founder of Hinduism, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam himself. On 3rd April 2008, the Supreme Founder of Hinduism presided over an internal high-level meeting with all the ministers and ambassadors in Adi Kailasa, Bengaluru, who were responsible for organizing the conventions and registering people that were participating in them. Since the very first day the Supreme Founder of Hinduism undertook this mission, he has been consistently organizing, training, and inspiring everyone, and thus ultimately setting the solid foundation for the revival of the Kailasa nation. On 3rd April 2011, the Supreme Pandu of Hinduism conducted the Sarva Darshan for the thousands of devotees who had come to attend to this satsang and receive his blessings. Swami blessed each and everyone and attended individually to all of their prayer requests, granting them healing, health, wealth, and spiritual breakthroughs. On 3rd April 2012, the Supreme Pandu of Hinduism conducted the question and answer session for all the delegates who came to be at his feet. Swamiji shared that anger is neither positive nor negative. However, arguing is unable to come to terms with the other person. When arguing happens inside the family between the spouses and the kids, see parents fighting, they lose their risk-taking ability and experience incompletion in life. Supreme Pandu of Hinduism finally shared that we should approach every human being with the one attitude: how can I contribute and make a difference in their life? Later that day, Swamiji conducted an additional evening satsang addressing the Kailasa and Sri Lanka Sangha.
First thing you need to do, understand about the anger personally, internalize. Second, start contributing some way to their life. Please understand. When you work with others, first thing, how can I contribute and make a difference in other person's life? Go with this attitude. First thing, you need to internalize about your own angers. Second, label his pattern clearly, not himself. Third, approach him with the attitude of how can I contribute and make a difference in his life. Unfortunately, you don't approach with this understanding, how can I contribute and make a difference in his life. All religions, all other traditions, fortunately, kept this concept of how can I contribute and make difference in the other's life, alive. Unfortunately, we missed it. Very badly we missed it. And I am telling you, still I am even struggling to infuse this great truth inside my own so-called sannyasis. Forget about others. Even though they see 24 hours, me continuously contributing, neither they believe nor they practice this great truth of how can I contribute and make a difference in his life. Approach every human being with this one attitude. Approach every human being with this one attitude. Nothing else. Just this one attitude. How can I contribute and make a difference in his life? What way I can contribute and make a difference in this person's life? First of all, you need to understand. Unless you have a right understanding about anger, you cannot contribute. After you understand, approach them with attitude, how can I contribute and make a difference in this person's life? Your whole approach, wordings, way of relating, talking, body language, everything will be different. If you have just this one attitude shift, how can I approach? How can I contribute and make a difference in this person's life?
On 3rd April 2013, the Supreme Founder of Hinduism, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam, described the effect that authenticity has upon our mamakara, our self-image. When we become authentic, developing our inner space to its peak capacity, we constantly expand what we expect of ourselves. Later that day, the disciples and devotees of Swamiji had the rarest opportunity to participate in the traditional fire walking ritual, the Timidi, or the fire walking ceremony in a Hindu festival originating in Tamil Nadu, South India. The fire walking ceremony is in the honor of goddess Draupadi Amman, who is considered the incarnation of goddess Mariamman and is practiced not only in India but also in Fiji, Sri Lanka, Singapore, Malaysia, Mauritius, Reunion, South Africa, and other countries with large South Indian populations. On 3rd April 2014, the Supreme Founder of Hinduism expanded on the non-duality, giving us the key to living enlightenment. Swami explained that a sure way to experience enlightenment is to have people around us who operate at the same frequency by practicing completion, having a large amount of friendliness, and living in the space of Advaita. On that day, Supreme Founder shared that with these obstacles removed, enlightenment that is experienced. Later that day, Swamiji welcomed the visit of Mahant Rameshwaranandapuri Maharaj from the Anandapuri Trust with all traditional honors. On 3rd April 2015, the Supreme Founder of Hinduism entered in the 8th verse of the Ishasya Upanishad and intercepted in the first part of verse 8, in which Upanishads are giving tremendous strength by introducing you to you with the declaration and pure consciousness is all pervasive. Beyond the coming and going, that is you. The concept you have about you is the context you have for your life, which is the driving force for life. On 3rd April 2016, the Supreme Founder of Hinduism, Bhagavan Sri Nithyananda Paramashivam, conducted the Day 20 of the Inner Awakening Convention. Supreme Founder of Hinduism conducted an additional webinar under the title Climax of the 2012 Conscious Shift. As part of the Inner Awakening, the delegates received a special treat, an Upanishadic session with Supreme Founder of Hinduism under the Kalpariksha banyan tree and the Nithyandoham process. So next, we are going to be entering into the 3rd April 2017 after a short break. Please stay tuned.
Time itself is nothing but your decision to struggle with the same rut. Your decision to struggle with the same rut is time, Kala. Your decision to swallow time is Kala Bhairava. Conscious woman or man, be conscious being. Shrink the time through conscious will persistence. Make the future into present by being ferocious with yourself. Just be alive for next 3 years. Don't die within next 3 years. I guarantee you, I will reach you wherever you are. Be alive, somehow be alive for next 3 years. I will reach you wherever you are, whichever corner of the world you may be. I will reach you with enlightenment. It's my commitment to humanity. I'm going to empower, enlighten each and every one of you with the fuel and energy of the parallel universe. I'll infuse this intense supernal effulgence DNA, Tejas, Ojas, Kundalini Shakti into your spine to consciously lift you to Kailasa. It is irreversible permanent enlightenment, irreversible power manifestation, irreversible permanent empowerment. Your consciousness as power at this moment to swallow, digest, clean up all negativity and all toxins. Develop a powerful will persistence. That's the most important asset for life. I am not giving you some life positive blah blah. I am giving you the facts of life. I am triggering your consciousness.
Yes, welcome back, everyone. Let's enter into the year 2017, 3rd April. On this day, the Supreme Council of Hindus conducted the Nithyananda, the 10 days convention. As part of this convention, Supreme Council of Hindus gave the delegates the Samaya Diksha initiation by leading them through a powerful Shivoham process where he awakened the Kundalini, the life energy of the participants, and transmitted to them the experience of Shivoham. The Nithyananda convention also included intense sessions, the Nithyananda Kundalini Raju, and the Nithyananda Shastamba Yoga, through which all the delegates experienced miraculous healing and breakthroughs in their physiology and psychology. Samaya Diksha is the initiation into the lifestyle of Shivoham. It is the first and foremost Saiva Diksha initiation as explained by Mahadeva in the Shiva Agamas. Samaya Diksha is the initiation into the space of experience of Shivoham and the living the life of Shivoham, radiating all its powers. On 3rd April 2018, the Supreme Pandu of Hinduism, Bhagavan Sri Nithyananda Paramashivam, conducted the day 3 of the most awaited Mahasadashivam program at the Bangalore Adinam. Swamiji led delegates in a powerful session of Nithyananda Vinyasakrama Yoga, followed by the application of Aushadha, the sacred alchemy herbs on the body, allowing the rise in consciousness to achieve a superconscious breakthrough in all. Additionally, the Supreme Pandu of Hinduism bestowed the initiations of the Shiva Diksha and the Vishesha Diksha to all the delegates of the convention around the world. Several sevas as well as Nithyananda Gurukul, Nithyananda Yoga, and temple gatherings to enrich local communities and the world took place.
On the third day of Mahasadashivoham, Paramahamsa Nithyananda led the participants into an intense and powerful session of Nithyananda Yoga Vinyasa Krama, followed by an application of the special Aushadha, sacred energy herbs on the body, allowing them to raise their consciousness and allow the breakthrough to happen in them.
Shambho, Shiva Shambho.
Parashakti Parashakti
Shankaram Abhayankaram Shashishekaram Paratparam Shankaram Abhayankaram Shashishekaram Paratparam Nitya Shuddha Niranjanam Nirakaram Ekambaram Nitya Shuddha Niranjanam Nirakaram Ekambaram Pashupatim Bhavapashabandha Vimocha.
Eternally become a part of Mahasadashiva. You can offer a gold leaf with your name engraved on it, and that golden leaf will be used to make the Mahasadashiva Murti for the Nityanandeshwara Sadashiva Devasthanam Golden Temple. Nityananda Pitam Singapore Adinam started the weekend Gurukul with Nityananda Yoga, a way to tune the kid's body and the mind to imbibe the powerful cognitions by Swamiji and manifest the Shaktis of Sadashiva. They then offered puja and conducted the manifesting power sessions. San Jose Nityananda Sangha had a Fud Sangha outing at the Shoreline Boulevard with boating, hiking, and lunch.
Just like a film kept in front of the projector light is seen as a reality in the screen, Mamakara kept in front of the consciousness is seen as a reality in the life. The very family system they define is constantly to remind you the ultimate non-duality. What you did you are doing, you are going to do, how you thought, thinking, going to think, everything is dependent on one axis. That is your concept about you.
सदाशिवा तुम नित्यानंदा मुक्ति प्रदायक नित्यानंदा तीनों लोक में गूंजती है ऐसी है नाद तेरी डमरू की माया जाल से जगाने ये डमरू बाजेगा जाल से जगाने.
Upcoming programs: Inner Awakening 20.
On 3rd April 2020, the Supreme Council of Hindus conducted the Day 15 of the Paramashivoham Level 2 convention. And on this day, Swamiji clearly reveals that Paramashiva was speaking to his body. Swamiji said, when one starts tasting my Paramashiva speak, all your past fears, greed, powerlessness, everything will just become irrelevant, and one will be showered with all the boons asked and not even imagined, as one understands the highest, ultimate dimensions of the life and universe. This message was followed by a retelecast of Level 2 initiation for deities to physically eat the Naivedyam that was offered. Delegates offered Pratyaksha Pada Puja and Shiva Puja. The Supreme Founder of Hinduism worked further on raising the consciousness of the delegates by bestowing them with the Krishna Vishwarupa Bhava Darshan for the day. Sannyasis of the Nithyananda order of monks and initiated acharyas worldwide affiliated with the Department of Education of Kailasa conducted a series of seminars focusing on truths of the living Advaita, Nityananda Yoga, Dandya, Apat Sannyas, and becoming Adinavasis as revealed by the Supreme Founder of Hinduism, inspiring them towards the science of Hinduism. On 3rd April 2021, the ambassadors and delegates of the Kailasa nation received the Shakti Pada and the Shakti Pada with the live darshan of Supreme Founder of Hinduism and Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam. On this day's presidential address, Nithyananda Satsang, Swamiji elaborated on how anywhere life is flourishing, we can see the non-violent beings produced by the Hindu ecosystem and their contribution anywhere Hindus go and settle, they are the richest ethnic community. Supreme Founder of Hinduism explained that on the other side of this, in the name of non-violence, the kind of non-involvement almost all other and practicing Hindus also feel protecting Hinduism is someone else's job. Even sincere Hindus who are successful because of the mental setup given by Hinduism feel protecting Sanatana Dharma is somebody else's job, not ours. In the name of non-violence, the shade of non-involvement settles down. So with that, we come to the conclusion of the glimpses from the glorious past. It's time that we enter into the meditation to receive the darshan and grace of Supreme Founder of Hinduism. I request everyone to sit straight with your eyes closed to receive the darshan and grace of Supreme Founder of Hinduism.